everybody. This is Ali Inan signing in with yet another video on English grammar. Today I'll discuss the present perfect tense. The present perfect is an interesting tense to discuss because it talks about the past and the present. So, we are referring to an action that has occurred in the past, but it also has some relevance in the present. Let's take an example. The aircraft has landed means the aircraft is on the ground now. So the aircraft landed in the past, but still we are referring to something indirectly in the present time as well. So the present perfect is a verb tense which is used to show that an action has taken place once or many times before now. It is the tense which is most frequently used to talk about experiences or changes that have taken place. The form of the present tense, present perfect tense, is the present tense of have, which is has for singular and have for second person or plural or the first person I. Then we add the past participle form of the verb. So we would say, I have, you have, we or they have, he has, she has, or it has. And we can also use the inflection as well with an apostrophe VE or with an apostrophe S for have and has, respectively. The negative form of the present perfect would take not as a suffixation with the present tense form of have. यानी हम has और have के साथ not लगा के negative form बना सकते हैं. जिस तरह you have not seen that movie many times, or I have not, or you have not, or we have not, and then he has not or she has not. We can also use the inflection hasn't or haven't. The questions are indicated by inverting the subject and has and have. यानी have और has को subject से पहले यूज किया जाता है questions की फॉर्म में, और फिर past participle form subject के बाद हम यूज करते हैं. As in these examples, have you seen that movie many times, or have I watched, or has she watched. So जो regular past participle है उसके साथ हमें ed की सफिक्सेशन नजर आती है. जिस तरह से we have landed or the student has not finished, but then in irregular past participles we do not take the suffixation of ed. यहां हम ऐसे verbs देखते हैं जो कि past participle form में, या जैसे आम अल्फाज में third form of verb भी कह दिया जाता है, वहां हम देख रहे हैं कि irregular forms में ed की सफिक्सेशन नहीं है. I have made a shopping list, or we've sold our car, or I've thought about it. Made, sold, and thought. They did not take any suffixation of ed. Then be and have. For example, the weather has been awful. So at times हम be की past participle form been भी use करते हैं has been या have been की सूरत में, where been serves the purpose of the main verb. जिस तरह से बाकी मेन वर्ब्स की पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म यूज होती है, बी की भी पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म हैज और हैव के साथ प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में हम यूज करते हैं. सो टू गेन मास्टरी ओवर टेंसेस यू मस्ट practice verb forms, and you must also practice spelling rules. Separate videos will be uploaded regarding verb forms and spelling rules on this channel, and for a detailed study of spellings you can refer to chapter 31 of my book Practical and Competitive English. Now discussing the usage of the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense can be used for things happening in past but having result in present time. यानी कोई ऐसा एक्शन या ऐसा इवेंट, प्रोसेस या स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग जो कि पास्ट में हुई लेकिन उसका रिजल्ट प्रेजेंट में मौजूद हो, वो रिजल्ट खत्म ना हुआ हो. We have washed the dishes. इसका मतलब ये है कि the action of washing the dishes, it occurred in the past, but the dishes are still clean. जो उसका impact था, जो रिजल्ट था, वो अभी भी बाकी है. दोबारा वॉश करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, so they are clean now. Or when we say the aircraft has landed, it means that the aircraft landed in the past, the action took place in the past time, and the result was that it was on ground and it is still on ground. It did not fly again. So that's why we are referring to it in present perfect, because the thing has, or the event or the process has happened in past, and the result is still here in present time. Same goes for the other two examples. We have eaten all the eggs. They have learned the words. Another usage of present perfect tense is for change over a period of time. We often use the present perfect to talk about change that has happened over a period of time. For example, you have grown since the last time I saw you. The government has become more interested in arts education. Japanese has become one of the most popular courses at the university since the Asian Studies program was established. My English has really improved since I moved to Australia. So, in all these sentences, there is a reference to a change which took place over a period of time. So it was not an instant change. एकदम से नहीं, जबकि वक्त के साथ साथ, कुछ वक्त गुजरने के साथ अगर कोई चेंज ग्रेजुअली हुई है तो उसकी तरफ हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस से इशारा कर सकते हैं. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक और इंटरेस्टिंग एरिया है कि आप prepositions को कहां पर प्लेस करते हैं, स्पेशली द prepositions of time. So for prepositions of time, you can watch the preposition series playlist on this channel. And for a detailed study of prepositions, you can consult the chapter number 17 to chapter 21 of my book, Practical and Competitive English. Let's move towards some further usage of the present perfect tense. Accomplishments. We often use the present perfect to list the accomplishments of individuals and humanity as well. यानी किसी एक फर्द या तमाम इंसानियत की किसी अकम्पलिशमेंट की तरफ, कोई काम जो कि अचीवमेंट है या तकमील है, उसकी तरफ इशारा कर सकते हैं. But you cannot mention a specific time with it. It's without the mention of specific time. For example, man has walked on the moon. Our son has learned how to read. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases. Scientists have split the atom. When we say man has walked on the moon, this is an accomplishment of the humanity. Our son has learned how to read. This is an accomplishment of an individual. Doctors have cured many deadly diseases. This is an accomplishment of a set specific group. Scientists have split the atom. This is also an achievement or accomplishment of a specific group. So we can use it for specific groups. We can use it for individuals, and we can also use it for mankind in general when talking about accomplishments. The present perfect is also used to refer to an incomplete action which we were expecting to take place. So we often use it to say that an action which we expected has not happened. So using the present perfect suggests that we are still waiting for that action to happen. For example, James has not finished his homework yet. Susan hasn't mastered Japanese, but she can communicate. तो इन दोनों sentences में मकसद ये है बताने का कि हमें तवक्को थी कि जेम्स होमवर्क कंप्लीट कर लेगा अब तक, लेकिन अभी तक नहीं किया, लेकिन आगे कर लेगा कंप्लीट. सूजन ने मास्टर नहीं की जापानीज में उबूर हासिल नहीं किया, लेकिन बातचीत कर सकती है, लेकिन तवक्को है कि वो मास्टर कर लेगी, महारत हासिल कर लेगी. Bill has still not arrived, or the rain has not stopped. So expectation जो थी वो अभी मुकम्मल नहीं हुई, लेकिन ऐसा भी नहीं कि आगे भी बिल्कुल नहीं होगी. Still there are chances that the expectation will be met. The present perfect tense is also used for multiple actions at different times. We use it to talk about several different actions which have occurred in the past at different times. It suggests the process is not complete and more actions are possible. यानी कोई ऐसा काम जो कि वक्तन फवक्तन होता रहा हो और माजी में मुख्तलिफ बार हुआ हो और ये सजेस्ट करे कि अभी भी मुकम्मल नहीं हुआ प्रोसेस, आगे मजीद होने के चांसेस हैं. जरूरी नहीं कि हो, but still chances हैं वहां पे. So we can take a few examples. The army has attacked the city 5 times. So when we say the army has attacked the city 5 times, it means that the army attacked the city in past times at different occasions, and there are still chances that they may attack it 6 times or 7 times. Or I have had 4 quizzes and 5 tests so far this semester. Or we have had many major problems while working on this project. Or she has talked to several specialists about her problem, but nobody knows why she is sick. So in all these sentences, the act has occurred at different times in the past, and still it's a possibility that the action would take place again. So present perfect tense is the suitable sentence form to use. Adverb placement is also significant to master when we are writing or using the present perfect tense. The examples here would show that the placement of adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, and many other are critical in phrasing a present perfect sentence. You have only seen that movie one time. Have you just seen that movie? Or I've already seen that movie. In these sentences, just and already came before the past participle form of the verb. Yet comes at the end of a question or a negative statement. So here is a change in these two sentences. Has your course started yet? You haven't finished breakfast yet. In these sentences, we have an adverb after the past participle form of the verb, in fact, at the end of the sentence. Whereas in the earlier examples, you saw that we used the adverb before the past participle form. For a detailed discussion of modifiers, adjectives and adverbs, a separate video will be uploaded on this channel. And for a detailed study of modifiers, adjectives and adverbs, you can consult chapter 16 of my book, Practical and Competitive English. The present perfect is also significant to study when we are using prepositions such as for and since. Let's take a few examples. Something which began in the past and has lasted up to the present time would take up since. For example, we have lived in Oxford since 1992. And for a duration of time, that how long the period has been, we'll use the preposition for. Vicky has only had that camera for 3 days. Or to show if something has stopped happening, we may say, I haven't seen Rachel for ages, or we can say, she hasn't visited us since July. The present perfect and time expressions will be discussed in a separate video. You can refer to another video of grammar series, present perfect and time expressions. You may also consult chapters 17 to 21 for a detailed study of the usage of the prepositions of time and other prepositions in my book, Practical and Competitive English.